Hello again, this is the course of Information System Development and we are going to discuss about the Django Basic. So last time we have dealt with the basic Python and we already make a very basic template in Django, and now we are going to learn more about how to deal with the tag. Okay, what is the meaning by the tag? Here is tags, okay, because there are a lot of concepts in the Django about tags, and I'm going to explain the basic tags in our course. For this hour, we will learn about the built-in tags like if else, for, and if equal, not, if not equal. Okay, so those three are the basic in the computer programming. As you might know that you learn the conditional and you learn about the for loop, and this kind of control flow always appear in any programming languages, including in Django. But in this Django, you need to do some more things, not only the if else, but you need to put the curly bracket and the percent. Okay, so if you're in the if you're using the if function in the Python, you don't need to put the additional template text like this one. But if you're using the Django and HTML, then you need to put this additional symbol. So the if function will evaluate the variable, and if the variable is true, of course, it is that is it exists, it's not empty, and it's not a false boolean value. Then the system will display everything. And this is the thing that if it is true, then you will the system will execute something in between if and if. For example, if today is weekend, then yeah, you will print this one, welcome to weekend. And if there's an else, okay, the text is optional. If you want to put the else, then you can put the else. And for example, today is weekend, yeah, welcome to weekend. If else, then get back to work. And please remember that every if you need to put the and if. It's not the same with the basic Python. In Python, once you have the if, and if you want to clarify the statement, you need to use the colon, and the statement inside the if will be in the indentation. Okay, but this one has no indentation. So let's have more example. In our example, we can add a function if else in the fuse.py. Okay, so you already have the fuse.py before, and the fuse.py is in the folder polls. So you can just open this fuse.py. You have the function index at the first time. So we are making the new function, which is if else. I will just copy and paste, and I will put this at the next line after the index. So we have this statement. I will explain the statements later after we run the code. After you define the fuse.py, we can move toward the urls.py. So the urls.py, it defines the path. It defines in the link or the address that you want to use to open this function. Oops, sorry. Okay, anyway, this is the yeah. So the urls.py that I want to include here, I want to make a new path which is path and 2. Okay, so this is the sorry, yeah, this is the link that you want to access if you want to show the result of if else. So here is the file fuse.py. and if else is the name of the function that you want to access. For this name, just let it like this one. We will deal with the name later. And after you define with the urls.py, you need to make the HTML. Okay, the HTML file here, I just want to copy and paste. Okay, let me just copy and paste this, and then I will just put here. Okay, now you are making a new HTML file in the templates. Okay, before you already have one HTML file which is hello world, and let's make a new file. It's also a new HTML file, and let's make this as hello if. Okay, once you finish, then you can just print. Oops, sorry. Okay, so you can have this one, and let's copy and paste here. You just copy and paste the thing here. I will explain the detail later. And after you finish with the views, URLs, and HTML, then let's check. Okay, you don't forget to save the files, and after you finish this, you can check. Oops, yeah, you can check here, and then yeah, there is nothing here, and something wrong. Why nothing with the if else? So you can check the folder that is extracted to this if else is using the 2. Okay, so you need to add 2 here, then you will see the if else. Okay, so you can check that this is the path toward the URL. The URL is the unified relation link. So the URL should have more name, which is 2, in order to show the if else. So if you want to check what is if else, let's see. In the if else, there is one parameter which is request. The request is just a basic one. I guess this is also the same with the index. You have request, and then we have the variable WARR, which is true, and variable A is 8, and variable B it is 5. And I want to access to the hello if.html. So in the previous example, we just want to access the hello world, and we want to put the context name. Okay, the name here will be the same. What you want to put the name into the HTML file. So if you still remember, in the hello world, we have the name. This is the name, and this name. How can you get the name? So this name actually it is based on the variable name here, and the name here will be the value of this variable name, and this variable name equals to South Korea. So every time you change the South Korea, then it will affect the name in the web. So this is the API that you need to understand for the Django. The same with the index, the if else function, we have 3 variables, and those variables I just want to explain in the hello if.html. And let's assume that the context it is the variable, you will include this dictionary. Okay, so you already learned in Python there is a dictionary, and this is the dictionary. So the variable here warranty var A and var B. So this variable you can make the same or you can make different with the variable that you have in Python. So this is the API, or this is the connector from the Python into the web. We have 3 variables: warranty, var A, and var B. And if you check on the HTML file here, yeah, the hello if else, and then the if else warranty. Then this is the variable name that you already created in the views.py. And if warranty. It means you want to know if the condition is true or false, and you check this one true. And if it is true, you will run this one. Your warranty information will be included in the packaging. And then again, if the condition of warranty is true, then you will print the warranty information will be included in the packaging. But if it is not wrong, then no warranty of your product. In another example, we can use the greater than or less than or equals to. Okay, so in this case, I have the greater than, less than. If it is not greater than, it's not less than, then it is equals. Okay, so we have the variable a, and then the variable a, variable b, and then yeah, you can do this one. So you can have this result. So the result here is the result from this conditional. Okay, now if you have the already finished with this one, there's the explanation. Okay. This explanation is about the if else that I already explained before, but the if else here is not specifically for the operators with the and, not, and or. So this is only for the basic variable like the greater than, less than, and equal. So if you want to include something more like if variable a is greater than 5 and variable b is less than 8, then yeah, you can have this like what you already did on the Python basic. Okay, and also when you have the course of computer programming, it also include this kind of operators. So you can have like yeah, if you want to include this one, yeah, yeah, if you want to include this one, I guess there are some of them that you need to modify because this is the string. Okay, oh, so the string here you need to adjust because the string in the PPT will not be affordable in the HTML file. So this is the string. Okay, so I will just delete this part. I guess you, if you copy and paste, you will have the same issues. Okay, so I just make this one in order to easier for you to understand the concept. So if the variable a greater than 5 and variable b is less than 8, then we will run this one. Yes, variable is greater than 5 and variable b is less than 8. Okay? So as you know, this variable a and variable b is from the views here. Variable a equals to 8 and variable b equals to 5. So if you run this, what is the result? Yes, like this one. Okay. So by using this, of course, you can understand the concept of the if else, and you need to know that the if tag do not allow and or clauses within the same tag because the order logic will be ambiguous. So and or you cannot do in the same tag. So if you just use and, okay, then you can just apply with and. If you use or, then you can just use or. And also you can do with the combination, or you can say it is the nested if. So if you want to have the if, the athlete list, and if it is coach or cheerleader, then we have athletes and either coaches or cheerleaders. So this nested if is available for the template tag. The next is about for. So the for loop is the same concept with the existing programming languages. It allows you to loop over each item in a sequence. And in Python statement, the syntax is x in y, where y is the sequence to loop over and x is the name of the variable to use for a particular cycle of the loop. Okay, so the for loop here is a little bit different in the Python because it should have the parameter to render the for loop. So for example, if you could use the following to display a list of athletes given a variable athlete list, so you will just use the same like Python for athlete in athlete list, and then you will uh, connect to the athlete, and then your variable name should be defined. Let's say the athlete.name, and then those will be iterated until the end of the value in the list. Now let's deal with the examples. You can make the fuse.py. Okay. In the fuse.py, we will add with these functions. So in the fuse.py, you will add more functions. I will put in the below part of this code. And after you have the fuse.py, let's make the urls.py. So you will make one more statement here about the path. So you will go to number 3. Okay. So you will not change the basic URL as in the parent folder. You can just give the path like this one. You put more and more and more. I will put 3 in order to run the for loop. Okay, so after I put the fuse and the URLs, I want to make the HTML. So this is the HTML. Oh, it's very long. Okay, then just make the Control A, and then you will make a new HTML, and the HTML name is hello4. Okay, actually you can make your HTML file name as you wish. Of course, you need to change the you need to change the HTML file in your fuse.py. So you can have this one hello4. Okay, and Control A and then Control V. So all those things are here, and after you finish this one, and then you can run with the tree. Okay, this one you can run with the tree. Yes, this is the result. Okay, so you may wondering what is the meaning. Okay, so let's deal with the example one by one here. So the first is in the fuse.py, you have the variables that you define. You already learned in the basic Python. We have lists. Okay, so the list here is variable weekday. It consists of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And in this example, I would like to use function date time, and this date time is to know what is the day of today. Okay, what is the day of today, and I would like to make it as weekday. So weekday means if you know Monday I think is 0, and Tuesday is 1, and Wednesday is 2, Thursday is 3. So it is a kind of index of each of the day. And then I would like to use the hello4 HTML for showing the result. And let's make today as this result, and today in the HTML will be based on the today in the Python file, and weekday in the HTML will be the same with the weekday in the Python file. And yeah, this is to access the for loop, and this is the hello4. So the for loop has a variable today, so it will show the date of today. Oh, okay, it's not showing the date of today, but it shows the what is it? This is the weekday. So what is today is Thursday. Then it shows 3. Yeah, is it? Yeah, I guess it is 3. Yeah, 1 and 0, 1, 2, 3. So 30 is 3. Okay, and also the next is, yeah, you can see for I in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay, this is a string. Okay, it is a string of numbers actually, and I want to sorry, I want to loop it from using the counter 0. What does it mean? So I already give the definition here. If it is counter, so the current iteration of the loop, it will be based on the I index. If counter 0, the current iteration of the loop is on the 0 index. So if we have this one, we have the counter 0. So the counter 0, when you check this result, yeah, it start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What about if I have this x? Oh, it is interesting. Okay. If I have this x, so the x is something that you can calculate from 1 until 26. Okay, so you can see this one. Yeah, if you want to calculate, there are 26. Okay. If you use the ref counter, sorry, if you use the counter, you will start from 1. You will not start from 0. Okay, so if you change this one, if you start with 0, you start with 0, okay, and then you run this. Okay, you can see this, it start with 0. So if you start with counter, then it will just show you from 1. Okay. Now the next is ref counter. Ref counter means this is the reverse. So the starting point is 26 and it will go down until 1. The same with 0. The ref counter 0 means you want to start from the 25 and then it goes to 0. Okay. So actually it's the same. The index you want to say it is starting from 0 or it's starting from 1. And you will see for loop first. What does it mean by for loop first? Yeah, if it is first, then you want to check if the first true if the first time through the loop, and last true if this is the last time through the loop. Okay, so you can check the result. It is true because it is the first true, and then the last, it is the last one. Okay, so it is important if you want to do the looping and you want to know where is the beginning and where is the last one. Okay. And yeah, I guess that one is all, first and last. And then yeah, you can also use the I. Let's say I is in the weekday. What is weekday? Weekday is the name of the day, like Monday, Tuesday, and so on. And then I want to print the I. Okay, I every time I know the element of the list of weekday, so the I will be printed. Okay, so here I will be printed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, now I have also another concern about the nested loop. Okay, yeah, this is the explanation before. We have counter 0, ref counter 0, first and last. I think that's enough. And yeah, you have the possibility to make a nested. Nested means there is another for loop inside another for loop. So if the example is too difficult, I guess you can see this one. We have I, which is the element of weekdays, and we have J, which is the element of this string. So you can see there are 4x. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have the I here is the result of this weekday, and then I want to use, oh, okay, I want to use the counter from the parent loop. Okay, what does it mean? So I want to use the counter here. The counter here is to the parent loop. It is a reference to the for loop object for the parent loop in case of nested loop. So I would like to make the counter after I know the parent loop. and it will count how many times. So you can see the result. It is like Monday 1, Monday 1, Monday 1, and Monday 1. So the 1 is from the J, okay, and then this one Monday 1, Monday 1, Monday 1, Monday 1. If it turns to 2, then it will go to Thursday 2, Tuesday 2, Tuesday 2, and Tuesday 2. Okay, so this for loop is a kind of counter from the parent loop. So it will show how many times that you will print. So there are 4x, so it means there are 4 days. Monday 1, Monday 1, Monday 1, and Monday 1. Okay, and remember that in the, if you learn Python statement, so you learn about break and continue. But in the Django template, there is no break and there is no continue. Okay, please remember that one. The next is about if equal and if equal. So this if equal is similar with the if function, but it compares two value and display everything between if equal and if equal, if the values are equal. So this also support else. Okay, so let's check the example. I have the if equal. Okay, let's make this function, and this function is in the views.py. Okay, I will make a new function here, and after I make the new function, try to make the URLs. Okay, so this URLs is in the urls.py. So you have this as the fourth one, and after you have the fourth one, you have this HTML file. Let me copy and paste and make hello if equal. Have hello if equal. Okay, so I will just copy and paste like this one. Okay, let's see if I run this, what happened. Yeah, if equal. Okay, so I will change this one not into 3 but it's 4. Now, yeah, the if equal, so 6 is not equal to 6. 6 is not equal to 5. Okay, what does it mean? I want to check the variable A and variable B, and I want to check whether they are equal. So if they are equal, then we will show var A equals to variable B. If they are not equal, then we will show that variable A is not equal to variable B. Okay, that's simple. So if you check on this function, we have var A equals to 6 and var B equals to 5, and we want to run the hello if equal. The var A equals this var A, and the var B equals this var B. And we will put those in the context of the web. Okay. So here, so yeah, using the if equal and using the if not equal, you just compare two variables. Okay, that's all for this chapter. So we learned the Python and the Django Basic using Benjamin environment, and we will learn more about the Django template. Okay, and of course it is not I cannot cover all the contents of the Django template, and you can learn more from the reference that I give to you. And before I finish this lecture, I would like to mention that next week I will make a kind of simple quiz. So please check the announcement in the e-class and just try to follow with every time I give announcement, I will inform you as soon as possible. And yeah, one more time, I would like to remind you that next week you will have a quiz about this course, and it's open book. Then you can just figure out from the lecture notes that I give to you. Okay, thank you for listening. So see you on the next video.